Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Bicycle culture and promotion of commuting by bike has been growing in the community of Langa in Cape Town in recent years. But it hasn't been a smooth ride. Bicycle lanes are obstructed by vehicles and even informal traders. Many are calling for the bike culture to be given room to coexist, as some businesses are making use of bicycles to deliver goods to its clients. Our reporter Nasiphi Same joins us live with more. Nasiphi, very good afternoon to you. The cycling community says they want presence as the challenges exist. Talk to us. What's happening there?
Well, Mpho, to talk to us more about those challenges in regards to the cycling or biking community in townships like Langa, I will be joined by a guest. But if we will just look at the transport sector on its own, the fact that it's like the second largest contributor to a greenhouse, or rather the carbon footprint, more and more organizations are basically not only encouraging people to join the cycling and biking community and culture, but also for infrastructure to be implemented in the various communities that they live in to enable people to join and cycle freely. But to talk to us about some of the challenges in places like Langa or townships, I'm joined by Colin, the founder of Cloudy Deliveries. So thank you so much for your time. But earlier on, we were just speaking about how the culture of bicycles has grown in this community.
Hi, thank you for having me. Yes, the culture of bicycles have really grown in the community of Langa since we started our business called Cloudy Deliveries, a bicycle delivery service, and also other organizations starting bicycle hubs. I think more and more people are starting to cycle and starting to claim the streets and using the streets using bicycles.
And then we see that Langa, unlike other townships, actually have designated pathways for bicycles and the likes. And the fact that there's been a number of hubs just mushrooming in this community. What have been some of the challenges in accessing those pathways?
Yes, I mean, there are streets that has markings with whereby we can cycle and ride our bikes, but the challenge has been with regards to motorists who are reluctant to share the road. I think for many years motorists have been using cars to on the road and stuff, and bicycles has not been there. So now we're starting to claim the streets with our bikes, and I think there's a lot of education that needs to be done to people that drive cars with regards to sharing the road.
And then the young boy standing behind us, part of Cloudy Deliveries, talk to us about what birthed the idea of this business behind us.
Yes, I mean, services such as Uber Eats do not come into the township, and service such as Mr. D, so we decided to start our own business called Cloudy Deliveries, bicycle delivery service that does deliveries for local restaurants, supermarkets and other stores in the community of Langa while employing young people in the community.
And just looking at how this community is growing, Langa, and the cycling culture on its own, where do you see it going maybe in the next couple of years?
I think there's so much room for us to grow, there's so much room for improvement. I think more and more people start cycling in the community, and it will also expand to different other communities. I mean, the idea that we have, which is our local Uber Eats, can go also to another township, Kailicha, Kukuletu, and it can also start a cycling culture there as well. So that's where I see it maybe in the next 10 years or so.
I mean, speaking about other communities like Kailicha, which we know there also that a cycling community is growing, but they don't have the same facilities that you guys have here in regards to ensuring that there's pathways for cyclists and the likes.
Yes, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done in Kailicha. I think more hubs need to be created in Kailicha, and I think the stakeholders with regards to bicycles need to engage with the city of Cape Town a bit more and try to get their attention by all means possible.
I mean, cars, you speak about Uber Eats, cars emit so much carbon emission and the footprints that they also have on greenhouse gases. But talk to us about the benefits of actually using a bicycle, other than keeping fit, of course.
I was going to say that, but of course it's environmentally friendly. I think it's good for the community. People are starting to use more bicycles, and it impacts the environment in a positive way. Instead of using cars, some people cycle to work, and so there's more people cycling, and it's becoming normal, in the community of Langa to cycle to work, to cycle to shops, and use to go anywhere to use a bicycle. Yeah.
And the young men that stand behind us, how many have actually gone through this company? I mean, you spoke about over 300, if I'm correct, since you established the business in 2020.
Yes. Since we established the business in 2020, we've worked with over 350 young people in the community, and now currently we work with 15 young people. I think it's great for them to start at a very young age to understand about entrepreneurship. It gives them a lot of education with how to handle money, with how to speak to people. There's so many things that they learn about entrepreneurship and about life, when they cycle and when they do these deliveries.
Colin, you spoke about the fact that there'd obviously be a lot of education that needs to be had in sharing the space with vehicles and informal traders. Do you think that it will be a welcomed approach if you guys would approach them with this concern at hand and possibly a solution as well?
I think there's no choice but to welcome it, because we're already cleaning the streets with our bicycles by doing deliveries. So this is how we work in Langa, this is how we do things. So we need to find a way of how we can work better and how we can share the streets, because if we don't do that, there will be a lot of accidents, there will be a lot of things that will happen on the road. So there's no choice but to work together and to welcome this idea.
Thank you so much, Colin there, founder of Cloudy Deliveries. Speaking about the fact that there needs to be sharing of the space and the fact that more education needs to be had to allow this community or culture that is growing in the township of Langa to be able to coexist with other modes of transport, as we heard that many of the bicycling hubs that are here, they're also offering services to various people, having clients and delivering their food, including their laundries and the likes, making life a lot more convenient for them. And also we know that a number of people from this community use bicycles not only to go to work but just to get around as well.
Nasiphi, thank you so much. Let's perhaps leave it there for now. Some great detail there around some of the challenges being faced by those in Langa.